Chamber is an essential partner in progress. Whatever the subject, whatever the need is, whatever the issue is, the Chamber of Commerce is always right there.
The Charleston Chamber tackles the tough issues. They are messy, they are complicated, and they are complex. And that's why we're involved, because these things just don't happen. I mean, look, the secret is out on Charleston. People want to be here.
And the Chamber really is the only organization that represents the business community.
So many people look to go just at the very surface level of value, and the Chamber is much more than just on the surface.
The Chamber advocates for there to be an economic environment where businesses can thrive and grow.
As the area of Charleston goes, so does my business.
We've got, I think, 700 members in our Young Professional Program, which is amazing.
One of the beauties of the 1,500 businesses that we serve that have 50 or fewer employees is they can depend on the Chamber to represent their voice in the halls of government.
The Chamber's there for the biggest business in town and the smallest one, because they know that both are important.
It's about taking part in something that is advancing our entire region.
All the resources, all the networking events, opportunities to connect with the leaders who are really doing the right things in the community.
Networking used to mean, passing out business cards, but it's more than that.
If you look at the business community in Charleston, most of it is 50 employees or smaller, and this really gives an opportunity for those folks to network together because that's what they're looking for.
It allows you to interact with other business leaders in this area and begin to understand how they have been successful so that it can help your company be better than what it is today.
Being able to go there and have space and have a place to work from and connect and kind of joke that I live there.
The Chamber is such a wonderful leader in education improvement in our community, because they understand that only an educated workforce will allow us to be competitive in the future.
The Chamber has been very integral in helping to mesh the business needs of today with today's workforce so that we can have a great talent pipeline, because we want to make sure that our students stay here in the region, have great jobs, and are qualified for those jobs.
We've been able to bring in dynamic leaders from every sector of our community to enable new young leaders to gain an appreciation for how they can lead outside of their businesses as well as inside.
We're really broadening our reach, not only in our region but here at the Chamber, and the Chamber has been so welcoming in involving young professionals and having our input at the table.
Specifically with global corporate citizenship, one of my primary goals is to build the pipeline of our future workforce. And through programs that the Chamber has, like Charleston Young Professionals and the Talent Council, we're helping identify long-term solutions to building a homegrown pipeline of our future workforce right here in South Carolina.
Our investment with the Chamber has been invaluable on a lot of fronts. The connections that we can make in the community, the leadership it's offered, sponsorships, advertising.
We're in the commercial real estate business. We lease office space and retail shopping centers and warehouse buildings. So consequently, we're going to be involved in those things like the Economic Outlook Conference and like other events where the business decisions are being made, the business leaders are in the room.
There's a lot of opportunity with the Chamber to advertise and get involved and be more than just a member. You can be an active member. There's all these different ways, whether it's participating in events or networking opportunities. You do all these interesting things with Charleston being such a fast-growing city, then you really get to be a part of that.
The Chamber's role has become a much more visible role as an advocate in the community for things that we need to keep our business community growing.
I think one of the most dynamic things we're doing to advance the region is a very strong advocacy effort.
The partnership is very important in this community, where a business advocacy group is partnering closely with the economic development arm of the region. And to me, those go hand in hand, and for that, I'm very thankful.
They're looking at the business community. They're looking at our needs. They're looking at what we need to be doing. They're advising us on legislation. We need everybody pulling in the same direction. That's why it's so easy for us at the General Assembly to work with the Charleston Chamber of Commerce.
The Charleston Chamber is one of the most credible and respected voices in South Carolina.
It really is just getting out in front of the issues and being proactive on it.
The advocacy efforts we're taking on at the local, state, and federal level are all dynamically linked and allow our businesses to enjoy just a great place to grow their companies.
We could not exist without the Charleston Metro Chamber of Commerce, and our future is bright because we've got such a great partner.
It's important that we help and assist other companies in the area, businesses in the area, and organizations in the area in advancing their business.
Advance the region and want to make it a place where we want to bring their businesses, a place where people want to build community, to build jobs.
The Chamber has always been one, in so many different ways, has been looking at enabling economic growth in the Charleston community.
Because at the Chamber, we don't just talk about what the future is going to be, we create it, and in fact, we make it happen.
I cannot thank the Charleston Chamber enough for the partnership we've created. I do appreciate all you've done for the people of Charleston and, quite frankly, for the people of South Carolina.
The thing I've learned is that by me contributing a little bit to the Chamber, I get to be a part of the reward that the Chamber achieves. And to me, that's very fulfilling, not only for my company, but also for the entire region. It's great to be a part of that.
It's a great opportunity for businesses and organizations to begin to grow their business by becoming a part of the Chamber of Commerce.
And the Chamber gives me that opportunity to create bonds with people. That's part of why it's important to me to be actively engaged on the Board of Directors, Executive Committee, and other ways, because working with people is when you really develop relationships.
I've done business with a lot of my colleagues on the board and otherwise, and it's been truly an opportunity because they see you involved in the community. It's important to them to be involved in the community, so you've got similar interest, and it's a great way to kind of raise your professionalism and your visibility in the community.
The Chamber, I feel like, has been an eye-opening experience for me about what the community has to offer that I wouldn't have necessarily seen if I hadn't come and gotten involved.
There's magic that happens when you get the best and brightest business leaders together to work on issues that directly better your community.
They're always there. It's like for us, the Chamber is a piece of infrastructure, a valuable piece of infrastructure that is necessary for progress in this region.